It's a very busy last Friday of the year as we got 10 games for you on tap. Let's get right to it. My name is Andreas Sachenko and you're watching the KHL Update. Our first game is a rivalry. Sibir play host to Avangard. The Hawks are second in the East while the opposition battle for a playoff spot. The fans had to wait a while to see the first goal in this one. Sibir struck with only 20 seconds remaining to play in the second. Nikita Mikhailov nets his 11th of the year. They doubled their lead late in the third. Nikolai Demidov lets a rip from on top of the circle and beats Ivan Naliva for his 6th. Alexander Loginov bags it late in regulation as it hits the empty 4x6. Danny Taylor stops 23 shots for his 3rd shutout of the year, and Sibir enjoys solid win on home ice. 3-0 easy final. We're now in Ufa, where Salavat Live hosts Kunlun Red Star of China. The ice is heavily tilted in this one. Salavat get on the board immediately for the first. Timo Hartikainen converts on the initial power play of the night. They make it 2-0 just over a minute later. Maxim Mayorov shoots through his screen and beats Tamir Karkonen on the stick side. Late in the period, Vladimir Tkachov gains the zone, slings it, Karkonen has a piece of it, but the puck still parachutes into the net. A 5 breaks out short after that. Maxim Rybin shows exactly what Salavat acquired him for from Severstal as he drops the gloves with Lucas Lockhart. Rybin wins the fight, but he also gets a game misconduct for a late hit on Tobias Bjorklund that preceded the bout. We skip ahead to the third, and Salavat improved their lead to 4-0. Alexander Burmistrov draws his 2nd assist of the night as Vladimir Zharkov scores a shorty. And then he has to fight Sam Loftus too. It's not the last fight of the game either. Soon after that, Stanislav Gureyev drops him with Michael Lada. The Dragons sure don't go down without a noise. They put a cherry on top a few minutes later. Timo Hartikainen scores his 2nd of the game and 13th of the season. Teddy Bear toss caps the night as Jukka Mansell adjusts his 1st shutout of the year. 5-0 easy final. And now to Chelyabinsk, where Tractor face Boris Dunn in their special jerseys. There's no scoring in the first, so we head straight to the second. Boris get on the board with a short-handed marker. Patrice Cormier scores his 16th goal of the year off a great stretch pass by Darren Ditz. They score another one a few minutes later. Vishy Shevchenko plants himself on the slot and redirects it home of Pavel Akol's centering pass. They seal the deal midway through the third. Matt Fradden wires it past Alexander Sudnitsyn on a broken play. Henrik Karlsson stops 20 shots for his 3rd shutout of the year. 3-0 easy final. Next up, Yaroslavl. It's the side of the game between Lokomotiv and Spartak Moscow. It doesn't take Loko long to get on the board. Just over 3 minutes into the opening period, 21-year-old rookie Pavel Kudryavtsev scores his 1st career KHL goal. Fighting bug must be in the area these days, as a few minutes later we see Maxim Osipov duke it out with Alexander Osipov. No relation between the two and no question who wins the bout. Spartak tied up 8 minutes into the second. Alexander Kovalechev finds the rebound in front of the net and scores his 16th goal of the year. This one comes on a man advantage. Loko gets their lead back, Bako 5 into the third. Daniel Yurtaikin goes for a skate, gains speed in the neutral zone, dangles past his defenseman and beats Julius Hudacek 5-all. They secure the win with a late empty netter. Alexander Yelesin with the dagger. Loko win their 4th consecutive game. 3-1 easy final. We travel to Moscow now for a blockbuster game between Red Army and Akbars. The visitors beat the Red and Blue in the finals this spring, but Red Army won the first minute of the season 5-0 in Kazan. And they show they mean business early. Less than 3 minutes in, Maxim Shilunev shoots from the scrum in the slot and opens up the scoring. They increase their lead to 2-0 midway through the period. Akbars give up the puck in the row and then Kirill Kaprizov to Mikhail Grigorenko, back to Kaprizov, and it's in the back of the net. Kaprizov goes on to make it 3-0 8 minutes into the second period. With this tally, he now has 19 on the season. Akbar saw Willis Sorokin just over a minute later. Slava Osmavin scores his first since joining Akbars from Salavat. They get back to within 1 8 minutes into the third. Ilja Sekic converts on a power play while Justin Azaveta draws the only assist on the play. But it's all in vain as Mikhail Grigorenko scores on the empty net late in regulation. Grigorenko and Kaprizov finished the night with 2 points each, and with Army beat defending champs again. This time it's 4-2 on home ice. When out in Riga, Latvia, where Dynamo faced struggling Torpedo. After a scoreless first period of play, Dynamo get a chance to get on the board early in the second as Linus Videlis hold down on his way to the net. The Swede can beat Barry Brus though. Torpedo opened scoring late in the period as Andy Neely beats Christos Gudlevskis on the short side for his 12th of the year. They get another one in early in the third. Vladimir Galuzin manages to tuck it home from the blue paint. It stands up to video review. Dynamo get a power play late in the period and they convert it with the extra attacker route. Kristaps Zili buries the rebound for his first of the year. And with just 90 seconds on the clock, they find the equalizer. Marcus Zirkals gets a second as he took Zili's shot. Torpedo give up a 2-goal lead late in the third, but they still win it in the shootout. And Emilia was the only one who converted on his attempt. Torpedo snapped their 5-game losing streak. 3-2 shootout final in Riga tonight. There are a few more scores to tell you about. Alexander Turchenuk scored his first of the season late in the third to lift up Automobilist over Dynamo Minsk 2-1. Dmitry Kagorlitsky returned to his hometown of Cherepavets, scored 2 goals and had the primary assist on the game-winning tally as Dynamo Moscow won 5-3. Stanislav Bacharov scored twice, but that didn't help Sochi as they lost to Jokerit 4-3. And finally, Slovan won their second in a row as they defeated Neftekhimik 3-1 on home ice. That's it for the KHL update, but don't miss the only game this Saturday. Admiral will face SKA St. Petersburg in Vladivostok. My name is Andreas Sachenko, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.